If I ever worked in a fish and chip shop, there would be no left for customers. I don't think there would.
And as he ate, he grew in size, and people came from far and wide to see the biggest man alive. They'd bring him food for him to eat, like tributes laid out at his feet, sausages, chips and fish in batter. And as he ate, he grew still fatter. They'd treat him with sweet things at every meeting, because something in them loved to see a fat man eating.
Really nice.
How much do you weigh now, Jack? Do you know?
Well, some say I could be 54, 56. But when I was at GC Maulers on Thornton Road...
The job you did?
Yeah. I left there all them years ago and I weighed 48 stone and a half. And I was only, what, 3 stone to put to 50 stone then. So I could well a lot more than what I've said. But like I say, the figure seemed to stick.
54, 55 stone.
Well, I said 50, just over 50. Somebody said to me, you might be 60 stone. I said, well, I might be.
If Jack's right, that makes him the heaviest man in Britain. He's a gentle soul, rather like a third of a ton of cuddles with a head on top. All the same, you wouldn't want him falling on you. He measures 6 foot round the waist. Young Jack was raised by his mother and his grandmother, a sort of mam-gran double act where food was the music of love.
My gran would be sat there, my mum would be sat there, and they'd be talking to me. And if they were talking to me, I'd say, yes, mum. And to my proper mum, I'd be saying, yes, mum. So I thought, how lucky can you be? Top 2 mums, so to speak, you know.
And they both cooked for you?
Oh, yeah.
Do you think that's how they told you that they loved you?
Oh, exactly so, yeah. My grandma idolised me on the cooking way there. Like, no matter what it was, what she made for me, she made plenty of it. My top favourite, what my grandma used to make me, were like, what you could say, it'd be steak, mashed potatoes, Yorkshire pudding, turnip gravy, all the trimmings on it. You know, there were no that shouldn't be on the plate that I didn't dislike. It was just lovely, you know. And as I'm eating it, she'd be looking and be so proud, you know, that I'm eating it for her. And then when the plate was done, she said there was plenty more love and it were good. And this is how it was. She idolised me.
Under Mam and Gran's unorthodox steak and tatties diet, the lad Jack blossomed into a gentle giant, becoming a bit of a Bradford celebrity. In recent years too, Pat's been kind to Jack Taylor. He's currently big on German telly. 10 German film crews have made the pilgrimage to Bradford. When you do meet Jack, you find your eyes irresistibly drawn to his head, the top of his head. Ask the question, grasp the nettle. There's an issue, Jack.
Yeah.
We've both been skirting around.
Yeah.
And we haven't really grasped it. And it's about your hair, Jack.
Yeah. Well, all I've got to say to that, like the Germans, they never left me alone. I mean, it's something that started from school. And all I said was a few words, and they just said, oh, well, we'll leave it at that. I'll just say it's Jack's creation. Jack likes it. It's Jack's lived with it all this time. And it suits me. And then end of story. And said, oh, well, that'll do us. And that's it.
Jack's hair. Jack's hair?
Yes.
His hair?
It suits him. He's had it like that for a long, long time.
It's unusual.
It is very unusual. But it suits him and he likes it.
He says it's a creation.
It could be, yeah. Because nobody else has got like Jack's hair and it suits him. It's the way he likes it. Like a lot of things you say, like his food and
Do you know the secret of Jack's hair?
No, that's one thing I don't.
A little bit.
What chance have I got of getting that off you, Jack?
No, I don't think so, no. Once Jack starts, that's it. We'll have up like that.
Jack's partial to a custard slice.
Yeah.
How many of them have you eaten, Jack, at one sitting?
At one sitting? Oh, it depends on how I am. And if I'm in mood for them, a couple of pots of tea, I can eat up to 7. You know, it depends a lot. It depends how I feel. What mood I'm in. But, like I say, part of living and eating, I've got a lot to fill.
You don't need that last bit, do you, Jack?
Oh, yes, I do,
no, you
yeah.
don't. I don't think you need it.
No.
Right,
I don't believe in. I was brought up waste not, want not, you know what I mean, like, so to speak.
Put it back on the plate, I'll take it away.
Oh, no, you can't, no. No. I'll eat it for you.
You're going to eat it for me?
Yeah, of course I will. Yeah. I've saved you paper, and you want some paper?
It's a bit of a stay-at-home. In fact, he didn't leave his flat for a quarter of a century. Early this year, he was chauffeured to his tailor's for a trouser fitting, and that's been it. He's lived half a lifetime with a view of a brick wall.
Like I said, all this now, what you see, although there ain't a lot there, is my... Well, like you say, I was told you, the last 26 year, I've just been looking out there. It could be better, you know, if the brick wall wasn't there, I could see more into town, but I'm happy with it, you know. And some you see more people walking about.
Once upon a time, there was a different Jack. One who went out. One who had a woman who loved him. A Jack the lad who had his Jill. Her name was Brenda, and she knew just the way to tickle Jack's fancy.
When she got to know like stew and dumplings, I went, you know, when I seen her, I said, I made something for you. I said, have you, love? What is it? Stew and dumplings. And I'm not kidding you, I'll never forget this. I says, Brenda, how many dumplings have you made? She said, I made 40 for you. 40 dumplings, yeah. She said, if you eat them, I don't think you'll move. But here they were lovely. I ate she made me a right big dish and I ate it all for her. And when I were eating it, she was sat there proud as could be.
Jack and Brenda had 4 good years together. Then, tragically, he lost the love of his life to cancer. Then he lost his mam and his gran. A black cloud came over Jack Taylor. Jack stopped in. For 25 years.
I suppose if that tragedy hadn't have happened to me, maybe I might not have stopped in. But it was though I wanted to be myself. A lot of people used to say, well, from what I got told, he deserves a medal for what he's done. You know? A lot of people would say, well, look, 2 days in the house, I'd be crazy, but 25 years. But I did it.
After decades indoors, Jack's become like a piece of strange performance art. His neighbour Doris, his niece, and a home help bring him shopping from the outside world. Jack's solace is his growing fame.
Shall we go in the kitchen or in the bathroom? Where do you want to go first?
Let's see the bathroom first.
Okay.
Jack's is a world lived in microcosm, where the smallest functions require gargantuan effort.
Now this is my little bathroom, which I can just manage to get in. Now, as you see, that's my bath. It's made of cast iron. It's easy getting in, but it's hell harder getting out.
Did you have a standard size loo there, Jack?
Oh, well, toilet, I mean, like I say, you know, I can just manage on it. Really, I mean, that was already in when we come, but, I mean, like I said, they don't make them for me anymore. But that should really have been a lot bigger, but, like I say, God willing, I can manage them, you know, and it's that way.
Behind you there, above on that shelf there,
Yeah.
there's a green can.
Oh, yes.
Show me that.
The green can, this, well, that is simply an hairspray.
Is that to do with the hair?
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about it?
Well, not really. Give a squirt now and then, you know. And like I say, I believe in toiletries. I have my bubble bath.
Jack's remarkably nimble at avoiding above-the-neck questions.
You know, I think I've got everything by the little duck, put it that way. But once I get in my bath, I love a bath.
Hair lacquer.
Hair lacquer.
Is it hair lacquer, that?
It says Supreme Hold.
It's hair lacquer then, isn't it?
Is that the secret of Jack's
So that's
hair?
what he must do. I think Jack dyes his hair as well.
That's good shape today. Put some cream on now.
Jack lives to a precise routine. He's got just one family photo, but his whole life is a monument to the past, a shrine to his mam and his gran, and to the love that ran to Fat.
This was my grandma's bedroom. I used to say to myself, well, nobody's allowed in here, only myself. I mean, I've come in, you know, and I've looked about and I've looked like that and I've started to cry and I've gone back in the house and I've just been heartbroken crying. And I'll always do that. I always say, she died in that bed. And when I knew she was dying, taking her last breath, so to speak, I hugged her. And I kissed her. And I realised what was happening and I thought, well, this is it now. And she just died in my arms and that's something I'll never forget as long as I live. Sometimes I visualise I'm looking at her there and it just sets it off, you know. She didn't want me to stop in the house all those years because she used to say, you're a young man, you should go out and enjoy yourself. And, you know, it was just one of those things. I know it wasn't half of my life, it was a silly thing to do, but I did it and I've no regrets. No, I don't regret what I did, no. Happy with that, yeah. Happy with that.
You might think Jack now lives a monk-like existence, having lost his family and his true love. You'd be wrong. There's a pair of shoes behind me here.
Oh, yeah. Them to me, they're priceless. Because of my girlfriends who I love, Joan. So I was in that little corner.
Shall I put them back in their special place?
Yeah.
Have you ever heard the phrase, getting your foot underneath the table, Jack?
I have, yeah.
So you're not actually alone, are you?
No, I've got a girlfriend.
What about Jack and these women?
Like I said, he's had two in his life, and that's all he has had. One what died. I never met the one what died, but the one what he's got now is a lovely person. She's a very nice woman.
In the sack.
Yes.
Jack's girl is camera shy, but it seems she's not alone in feeling a strange attraction to the man with the eye-catching coiffure.
I usually get a lot of young girls coming to me, all walks of life. Oh, if I was in a pub and somebody seen me, you know, they'd be winking and, all right, Jack, can I come home and see your bed? I says, oh, no, you can't, no. And then they'd say, well, I only live round the corner, there's my address or my phone number. And I'd probably end up saying, oh, I've somewhere to go. That's just to get away from them.
But Jack, at night,
Yeah.
the hair.
Yeah, well, like I say, no problem. I just wake up, usually, you know, I think there'd be problems if I was laid down, you know. But like I say, with me sleeping upwards, you know, this is the way it's been years and years and years.
It stands proud.
Yeah, exactly. You took the words out of my mouth.
I'm really excited to meet him because I've never seen anyone at that size before. He's going to be about 5 stone heavier than my heaviest. I just want to see how he's coping with it. He's 55, 56 in age, and he's about the same in weight. And I tend to listen to people who's actually bigger than me because they know what I'm going through and what life ahead of me has in store. Fine, thank you. How are you, Jack?
I'm okay. Suit yourself, can you manage there?
Yeah, I would imagine so.
Nice and steady. Give me your hand. Aye. You've done it. How are you?
Yes, fine. Yourself?
Not so bad.
What's going on with the thing on your head?
Well, it's a creation. It's what you call Jack's creation.
Right.
You know? What you see is what you get in the story. That's it. It suits me. And,
What's the purpose of it?
well, no, there's no purpose with it. It just goes with Jack Taylor.
It looks like Minnie Mouse kind of.
Yeah, well, that's
And-
me, Jack the Giant Minnie Mouse. That's all I can really say to you. But I'll tell you what, you're a good lad.
Together at last, the two of them reflect on television's insatiable hunger
yeah,
for the
yeah.
fattest men in Britain.
You know, I'll find it intrusive sometimes when the camera's in your face.
Is that right?
And seeing actually how much you're eating
Yeah.
and things like that. But so you must feel the same,
Well,
surely.
at first, Barry, I was. I'll agree with you on that. I was.
But why do it?
Well, I don't know. They wanted to see it because they were so amazed with me, you know. Now, they're telling me I'm a legend over in Germany. But like I say, it's nice. But what I'm saying to you, with me being house all these years, it does make up for it. You know, you're in your house, Barry, and then all of a sudden the world knows about you. Well, I think that's good.
I reckon back in the 1800s, we would have been in a freak show or something.
Well, listen, yeah.
You know, I reckon, Jack, to be quite honest, both of us, we've got into such a routine in saying what people want to hear and not our true feelings.
Yeah.
Like, it's like being a showman.
Oh, yeah, that's
You know, you're
true.
laughing and joking to the outside world, but deep down inside, when you're on your own at night
Yeah.
and you're the only one there, right, that does affect you.
Yeah.
And you cry. I'll cry most nights because of that.
Yeah, but why do you cry?
Because there's nobody there with me.
Oh, is that the only
Basically.
reason? Oh.
Yeah, no, but on a serious note, you don't go out. Come on, mate. I've
Yeah.
never met you before in my life.
No.
But like, we can
Yeah.
go out. just to the door.
Yeah.
You don't have to go that far.
Yeah.
And just take
It's-
some of that. Take some of the rising
I know.
and some fresh
You
air.
know, Barry, I had a lot of tragedy in my life. And then one day I says to myself, it never bothered me if I never went out my home no more ever again. And it stuck.
There's no love. You just.
You're amazed, Barry. You're amazed with doing what I've done. You know?
But what is actually in your mind, in your head? That's what I'm trying to fathom out here. Because I consider, to be quite honest, I consider myself, if I carry on the way I'm doing, is that I'm going to end up like you in the next, 20 years. And to be quite honest, Jack, I would hate that to happen to me.
Yeah.
Because it's no life at all, and I'm an outgoing
I know
person.
that, Barry. I know. I've been there.
Yeah, exactly.
You know.
Jack, can I
You
just...
know, yeah,
can I
go on,
just-
Barry. Yeah.
Oh, I see it. You know, when you're born, you're with your mother and you got the umbilical cord. This is your mother. This is your umbilical cord.
Yeah,
you
true.
feel safe here.
True.
And like, you don't want to go out. But you must. I'll tell you what, Jack. If I can get down 10 stone, will you come out with me? Bearing in mind how long it would take to lose that much weight.
I'll think about it.
When do you think he will leave that room?
In his box. Simple. He would never leave in a million years. He's just scared of being ridiculed. He's living in the past all the time. What he done 20 years ago. And believe me, the world's changed since then.
On the ridicule front, he's not helping matters with his unusual hairstyle, is he?
No, his hairstyle is something else, I'll tell you. I don't know what he's hiding under there or how he cuts it, but like he's got these Minnie Mouse ears coming out. He's just unreal.
Like I say, Jack's creation.
Tape? Sticky tape?
Well, Jack's creation.
I thought
That's
I
all-
noticed a little sliver of
Well,
black tape.
I can't say no more than that, you know. Well, I can't because I know what to say. Just Jack's creation. What you see is what you get. One of a kind. Can't say no more than that, can I? Eh? What you see is what you get. End of story. In a nutshell.
Little did we know that our friendship, once so promising, was about to undergo a trial of... We'd grown fond of Jack, and we'd planned what we hoped would be a pleasant surprise. How wrong can you be? We were desperate to know just how much he weighed. Size is important to Jack, so we wanted to be able to confirm him as the fattest man in Britain. Then we could end the film with smiles all round. Will you stand on that?
Oh, Jesus. Oh. Oh.
We even had champagne and oysters on chill to mark his coronation as Britain's heaviest man. We were that certain of it.
Oh. What is it?
Hang on a tick. I'm going to answer a question which you haven't known the answer to for many years. Do you know how heavy you are, Jack?
Well, not really, as now.
The night before, I'd guessed he'd be 58 stone.
Equals...
Well, according to this, Jack, you're only 31 stone.
Eh? What?
According to this, you're only 31 stone.
No, never in this world. Well, they won't... Oh, no.
And all these years, you've been thinking you're 50 odd stone.
Well, over 48 stone at Morley's. 51 stone? No way, no. I won't buy that, no way. What's this? What is it, a scale?
It's a scale.
Well, it's out of order. Well out of order.
Do you think it's not working?
I don't know, but... No, I won't accept that. No way, no.
Do you think
No
you're
way.
heavier?
I weighed for it nearly 50 stone at Morley's. No way, that's well out of order. 31 stone, you must be joking. My bleeding balls wear that and that's on telly. No. I won't buy that. No, I'm not buying it neither.
Do you think it's out? Do you think it's not working?
Well, it's wrong. You mean to tell me all them years ago I got on a scale and I weighed nearly 50 stone and you're saying I weigh 31 stone now? No, you're insulting me now. Don't you insult me. I'm telling you, Nick.
Why am I insulting you?
You've insulted me by doing this. Do I look 31 stone?
I don't know. I'm not very good at judging.
Eh?
I'm not very good at judging. You think you're much bigger than that,
stone.
yeah?
Well, look at me, man. Look at me. 31 stone. You've insulted me, old pal, I'll tell you. Take it to my house and just go.
Disaster, pure and simple. Bafflement all around. Jack gutted by a hurt we never intended. Collapse of stout party. Our fault. My fault.
He's very upset.
Yes. I'll talk to him later on to see what's really upsetting. He won't tell me.
He was upset because he didn't weigh as much as he thought.
Can't understand that. He'll tell me. That's all I can say. He will tell me in his own time what's about his weight. But I don't think he's really happy about that.
Yesterday when I seen you, you was more chirpy and
Yeah.
everything.
I'm still the same person.
Yeah.
I've just been hurt, that's all. It'll wear off in time.
I see. You playing wide?
Eh?
Wide. They've
I
just
don't know what it is, I stood on it, but it's a lot of bollocks.
Right.
We thought that he was the heaviest man in Britain.
I don't know. Well, I didn't know.
And he did as well.
Yeah. So,
But he's not.
so what are you going to do?
I don't know.
So, I can't say much more. Tell Jack. Talk to Jack, you see.
The
Tell him.
scales seem to be right.
They're not wrong, man. So what are you gonna say to him?
I better give him the oysters.
Yeah.
We're going to go now. I'm not messing you anymore.
Yeah, Barry,
You look after
it's a
yourself.
pleasure. You and all have a good
Yeah.
life. Like I've told you, be careful at zinc.
Okay. See you later.
All right, Barry, take
Okay.
care.
Bye.
All the best.
Bye.
31 stone, that's like an insult to me. I might as well say to people I'm a fucking ballet dancer. Would they believe that?
You should be dancing around that room, I tell you. You really should.
He seemed quite upset.
The guy, he's built himself so high on his big man image, but he isn't a big man, he's only a little puppy really, isn't he? He's in training, and he should come to my school of training, and I could build him up into a proper heavyweight.
Well, what's wrong? Tell me.
No.
No, Jack, please,
No,
tell
I'm
me.
not saying no.
Please.
No.
Go on, Jack.
No. I'll keep it inside me, which
No,
I
but-
know it's wrong.
Yeah, but it's not
Not
good to
right.
keep it inside, Jack. It's best to get it out, Jack. If you've got something like I'd have something inside me, I'd tell you. I won't tell anybody else because you're my best friend. Aren't you going to tell me?
Another time, love. It's not just now.
You're not going to tell me.
I will, another time.
But don't keep it too long.
No.
Once upon a time, a man became a king, with a crown and a throne and a ring of admirers. They'd come from overseas to pay homage at his knees, lapping up his stories in his land of custard slices.